Hi guys! Hello once again for tuning in to my weekly vlog. Ayun. I'm trying my best to create a vlog to be able to share with you all the things na natutunan ko or nalaman ko pagpunta dito sa US in order for you guys to have an idea. And for sure, the reason why I'm doing this information, for sure in 2-3 months from now makakalimutan ko na to, so at least na-share ko na sa inyo before ko pa makalimutan ng lahat. Alright, so today I'm going to discuss to you the things you need to know before coming to the US. So stay tuned if you are listening to this one, and please hit the like and subscribe button para ma-notify po kayo sa next na videos ko. Alright, so let's do it. So first, the thing is that you need to do before coming to the US is your luggage allowance and the things you have to pack. For your luggage allowance, normally, pag international, they will give you 23 kilograms per piece of luggage. So, in one luggage, it should be 23 kg. So, dalawa yun. 23 plus 23 is 46 in total. So, ang isang luggage, hindi siya pwedeng mag-exceed na more than 23 kilograms. So, my suggestion is for you to buy the largest luggage that you can buy in the store. Normally, yun po yung mga international check-in luggage na available. And for your carry-on, you can carry on your laptop or your important things na kailangan mong dalhin. Normally, it should weigh between 7 to 10 kg. But if you go for a business class or so, then it might be bigger space for you, or mas lenient sila sa pagdala mo ng bigger luggages or carry-on. Okay? So, you have to choose the right size of your luggage. And number 2, under luggage allowance and things that you need to pack, is you only have to bring the items that you need, guys, or the things that are of value or irreplaceable. So, for your clothes, for sure marami kayong mga damit na gustong dalhin as much as possible. That's the most difficult thing to do. But then, in order to streamline your decisions, you have to just bring the clothes that you usually wear for the past 6 months. Yung mga damit na hindi mo nang ginagamit more than 6 months, then it's time for you to get over with it and just send it back to the Philippines or leave it. Kasi tendency, bibili ka rin ng mga bagong damit dito. You also have to bring all, of course, your underwears kung saan ka mas komportable, and then also the shoes that you're most comfortable with. There are a lot of shoes that I've sent in the Philippines na yun na nga, 6 months rule. Pag hindi mo ginagamit within 6 months, then you have to send it to the Philippines or iwan mo na lang sa Pilipinas kasi more or less hindi mo yan gagamitin dito. So, nagdadala ka lang ng luggage na kailangan. Sorry guys, kinatok ako ni Jubel. So, she sent me some ubi pandesal na ginawa ni Raylene. Mga kapitbahay po natin dito. Okay? Yan. Habang nagkakape, okay siya. So, going back, I told you earlier regarding the shoes. Tama, nasa shoes na tayo. You just have to bring the shoes na komportable ka. And you also need to know kung ano ang weather ng pupuntahan mong state. Before, I was thinking na bumili ng winter coat ko. Pero nung nakita ko na yung dating ko is May, so that's summer. I don't need a winter coat on summer, right? So, mga shirts lang, at saka at least may dala kayong hoodie. So, in case malamig, you have something to wear on, especially now that it's raining outside as well. And don't buy uniforms or scrubs at all. Kasi tendency, mas madami po tayong option na scrubs. That was my mistake when I arrived here. I was thinking na mahirapan or mas mahal yung scrubs dito. But tendency is, mas maganda ang scrubs nila dito at mas mura pa. Branded pa po. So, although I haven't been into the store yet, probably tomorrow pupunta kami. I'm gonna show you also tomorrow. Hopefully, kung hindi siya maulan. And then, mas maganda yung mga scrubs dito. So, it will just, I took siguro 7 pairs. Medyo mas mahal pa doon sa, Qatar. But anyway, I will be using that naman. Pero for you, para hindi kayo, at least parehas kayo ng uniform na iba mong kasama, mas mabuti kapag dito ka na lang bumili. Alright. And also, kasama pa rin ng luggage mo or the toiletries. Yung toiletries lang, mga temporary lang. While you are still settling in your apartment. Yung mga kakailanganin mo lang for 2-3 days. Kasi after 2-3 days pagdating mo dito, bibili ka rin naman sa grocery ng mga kakailanganin mong mga toiletries. And also, don't forget to bring all your documents from school credentials, your civil documents, mga birth certificate mo, copies ng passport mo, at kung ano-ano pang mga kailangan for your own identification, including your employment certificates and all. Yun yung dapat dala-dala mo parate. And then, when I say parate, dun sa lugar na pupuntahan mo. And then, you also have to bring cash. So, cash po yun nila is US dollars. So, convert your money to US dollars. Sabi na maximum of 10,000 US dollars that you have to bring into the US. Because in the immigration itself, they will ask you how much money do you have. But in my case, they did not ask. So, that's fine. So, there's just an international protocol na bawal talaga magdala ng more than 10,000 US dollars internationally. Okay? And then, that's all for the luggage allowance and things you have to pack. I hope I was able to squeeze it. And next is the apartment. So, for the apartment, whether you are direct hire or staffing agency, mostly kasi sa staffing agency, tutulungan ka talaga up until makahanap ka ng apartment mo. In my case, I'm a direct hire. So, we were the ones who look for our apartment. So, my suggestion, if you know the facility in the hospital where you will be placed, you have to search ahead of time kung saan yung apartment location mo. Mostly, search mo lang din siya sa Google Map. Okay? And then, you have to send emails to all of those apartments nearest to your hospital. Read the reviews kung maganda ba yung apartment na yon, safe ba. On my case, I was able to ask for fellow nurse din na nandito na si Sir Jeff Alejo. Actually, siya parati yung tinatanungan ko. I was able to search for him in Lefora also, and gladly he was so accommodating and answered all my queries, all my doubts before I came here into the US. And huwag kayong mahihiyang magtanong sa lahat ng mga nandito na't nauna. It's better for you to get an information beforehand. Okay, ito na. So, I selected the nearest apartment sa hospital kasi number 1, it's walking distance, and number 2, di pa ako ganun kahusay magmaneho, and I was thinking I don't have driver's license yet in the Philippines or in Qatar. I only have a student license. So in case, at least walking distance lang, at alam ko naman na maraming Pinoy dito sa apartment complex na to. So yun ang pinili ko. So the safest thing I would suggest you is to look for the nearest apartment sa hospital, yung mga walking distance lang, para hindi ka naman problema for transportation. Kasi more or less, you will not be able to get driver's license right away when you arrive here. Although yung local driver's license natin sa Pilipinas is only applicable for 1 month. Especially today, ngayon na mahirap mag-book for driving test sa DMV, kung saan man kayo naka-assign na state. So it's better, especially pag nagsisimula ka pa lang, to look for the nearest muna na apartment sa hospital na pupuntahan mo para hindi ka problema sa transportation. That is, kung hindi mo problema ang transportation, if you are assigned in a bigger cities and transportation is not a problem, then you can look for other apartment. Sa case ko, since this is a suburban area, I really have to look for the nearest apartment sa hospital, at least walking distance, para hindi mo na problemahin. And the things you also have to expect when you apply for an apartment, they will ask for your passport copy. They will also ask for your employment offer, and then they will have to ask you for an application fee. For me, I paid for application fee, for holding fee. The holding fee is for them to hold the apartment. Na sa akin na talaga yun. Like, hindi nila ibibigay sa iba. But that holding fee will be deducted to your first month bill. So, it's going to be a lot of expenses. So, application fee, holding fee, first month rent, and your deposit. Those are the things that you have to pay. And then, since wala ka pang bank account, wala pa akong bank account dito sa US before kasi di pa naman ako dumadating. I have to pay all of those beforehand. And, the thing is, meron siyang mga convenience fee. So, doon ako nagulat. So, yung convenience fee mo, siguro more or less, depende sa amount. Umaabot siya ng, at least, if I'm not mistaken, 5 to 3% of the total amount of your payment. So, maximum ata is 2 or 3% ang convenience fee. So, the convenience fee, talagang yun ang uso dito. Yung mga convenience fee. So, in order to waive that out, I would suggest you, discuss ko yan pag open na tayo sa opening bank account. Okay? So, I'm going ahead of myself. So, that's more on sa apartment, guys. So, next tayo is for the utilities. Okay, the things you need to know for the utilities, pag abot mo dito, syempre, it's already a need for us to have an internet connection sa house, to have an electricity sa house, and to have at least a mobile SIM cards, right? So, sa utilities naman, you will be able to get an account sa utilities mo kapag ka meron ka ng SSN. On our part, yung apartment meron na electricity, but once you get the SSN, you will have to apply that to the utility provider sa area ninyo. And then for internet, you will also look for the internet provider. Yun na nga, mas malaki ang mabibigay na tulong sa inyo pag humingi kayo ng information sa mga nauna na dito. Sa akin, I was able to put up an internet dito. Self-installation siya, guys. Hindi siya kagaya sa Pinas or sa Qatar or sa ibang pang countries na may pupunta doon sa apartment nyo to install. So, they will just give the package of your routers, and you will be the one to follow the instructions. More or less, madali lang naman siyang sundin. So, you don't have to worry about it. And then pagdating sa pagkuha nyo ng network provider, you will have to ask those people who already arrived here para mas makamura kayo kung ano yung plans na kukunin nyo. Sa akin, hindi ako kumuha ng phone. I'm only using the mobile phone that I'm using right now. Galing pa to ng Qatar, and I just bought a SIM card. And then, for that, depende sa lifestyle mo. If more on data ka sa labas, then you may need to go for an unlimited data. There are a lot of network providers here on which you can choose from. And then, what you just need to do is to select for the cheapest as well. Meron silang tinatawag ng group plans. So, kung family ko na pupunta dito, mas mura kapag you are in a group. Pero pag single ka na pupunta dito, wala kang choice kundi mamili kung ano yung pinaka-cheapest nila dun on a single account. My sister also informed me about the Google Fi. I checked that also. But then for a single person, it will be much mahal yung ano niya, yung sa data. Pero if you are in a group, mas mura siya, Google Fi. Okay. And then, ito pa pala, sa mobile phones nyo, if you purchase that mobile phone outside the US, more or less, hindi kayo pwedeng mag-download ng mga application that is specific dito sa US. Say for instance, Bank of America application or other applications guys na kailangan nyo dito like Walmart, Amazon, and so you will not be able to download that on your mobile phone. What you need to do in your Apple account or on your Play Store account, you have to change the profile, the settings, change the country. Nasa settings siya guys. I'm going to give you the link kung paano. There are instructions there. So sa akin, since I'm using an Android phone, sa Android phone ko kasi naka-profile siya for Philippines. So I added US already, but I cannot select that. Only then I realized that I have to delete my Philippines profile as well as my payment options in Google Play. So kailangan ko i-delete lahat yon. I have to set up a US profile and then set up also a US payment. Yon. I hope I was able to explain that more further. But then I'm going to give you a link guys para maka-download kayo ng mga application. I'm going to search for that for you. And then after the utilities, ito na, opening a bank. So in opening a bank, I would suggest you to open a checking account. Dito na lalabas yung sinasabi ko kanina na convenience fee. The tendency, why checking account? Pag checking account kasi, you will be able to request for a check. So if you will pay your utilities in check monthly, tendency is mawawala na yung mga convenience fee. Convenience fee applies if you pay online for debit or credit cards online. So medyo malaki-laki din ang mga convenience fee. Abot nga siya ng between 2 to 5% ng total na babayaran nyo. Yun yung kalaki ng convenience fee. So sayang din yun. Pandagdag din ng grocery yun, di ba? Bumili ka na lang, mag-open ka na lang ng checking account mo. Just you have to make sure that there's enough funds there before you pay for your next bill, next rent. Okay? So yun. So the documents that you have to bring in opening an account, again, sinasabi ko sa inyo, you have to open a checking account, much better. You have to bring your passport, your letter of employment, and then extra identification cards because they need it. Extra identification cards na nandun yung pangalan mo. So, mga debit cards na nandun yung pangalan mo, pwede mo na yung submit yun sa banks. Or you can also search on the website on the banks nearest to your hospital or nearest to your area kung ano yung mga kailangan nila. Alright? So, yun. Yun yung, meron pa pala akong isang nakalimutan pa. Yan, before I forget, for the transportation pala. For the transportation, most often than not, the recruitment agency will tie you up to a particular auto source agency that will give you an option for a brand new cars or rental cars initially pagpunta nyo dito. So it's up to you if you will have to opt for that, depende sa budget mo or not. Okay? So those are transportation. Para pagpunta mo dito, meron ka ng sasakyan. Most often than not, pag sinabi ko namang you have to check the area kung saan ka mapupunta, kung suburban at wala talagang transportation at walang malapit na apartment sa hospital nyo, mapipilitan ka talagang makakuha ng sasakyan at mag-drive. So you have an option, either you go for that auto source, you will have to lakad-lakad muna for the first months, in order for you to earn a credit score. And you have to look also for alternatives. Kung may bus naman sa area, then go for a bus or train, depende sa location nyo po. So, I'm not going to go deeper when it comes to transportation. Depende po ko talaga yan sa pangangailangan nyo. Kapag kayo ay family, you need to really have a transportation, then you have to weigh your options. Kung ano po yung best at the best po sa family nyo, at the best sa mga pangangailangan nyo. Pero for the single people like me, I would suggest na mag-earn muna kayo ng credit score before you buy a car. And hindi ka naman agad-agad magkakaroon ng driver's license pagdating dito. Most often than not, mag-aaral ka pa rin mag-drive. So, it's better for you to build your credit score. Look for the nearest apartment muna. Try mo yung mga available na public transport sa area mo para at least makatipid ka kahit papaano on the first months. At hindi ka mapapabili ng brand new car, which is more or less medyo mahal siya. According also to those who are already in the US, normally, yung mga lokal dito, they do not buy brand new cars. They mostly buy pre-owned cars. Ito mga pre-owned cars are already conditioned, casa maintained naman siya. So, there are a lot of videos which you can look into para mas mabigay kayo ng proper na advice kung ano mas magandang sasakyan or mas magandang the wiser thing that you need to do, because buying a car here is not a luxury, it's actually a necessity. So it depends kung anong kailangan mo necessity. If it is something that will just bring you from point A to point B, you don't need to buy a high-end cars or whatsoever. There's tendency you have to pay for that for 6 years, 72 months, mostly yung ino-offer ng mga auto source. So it depends upon you. You have to be informed on the decisions and options that you need to do before you opt or sign for any contract. Pero nasa inyo pa rin po yung decision at the end of the day. So I'm going to link all the resources below na pwede nyo pong basahin, pwede nyo pakinggan sa YouTube para mabigyan po kayo ng idea at para mabigyan kayo ng sapat na impormasyon kung ano yung dapat nyong gawin when it comes to transportation. Again, lagi ko inulit sa inyo, these are the reasons why in the very first place, you need to know the location of the facility or the hospital kung saan kayo ma-assign, because this will be your basis on getting an apartment, on getting a transportation, and a lot more things to consider. And I hope that I was able to share with you all the information, and pwede nyo pong balik-balikan ang videos na to if may kilala kang nurses or mga mag-i-immigrate po sa US. Please share this video, click the like button, subscribe, and click po the notification bell para ma-notify po kayo. Thank you very much for your time. Have a good day. God bless po.